Okay. And we are gonna go in. No diggity, are you ready?
Like Sega.
Yeah, I'm ready to hit the timer.
Cool.
Excellent. And 5, 4, 3, 2,
I should have
1.
normal game
Go!
and-
Get ready for the delay here.
All right.
Timer's running.
And they are off. Both on revenge. It looks like Bacon has the first game switch. Oh boy, he says. Already a great start. Oh, this is fantastic. And there we go. So Cypherin is now switched to Shinobi 3. Again, the switch is going to be random.
Whoa. You're way ahead of everything going on. I think the stream's like 37, 38 seconds behind. Holy cow. Hold on, Booster, I got you.
Bear with us. Enjoy the great games, though.
Absolutely.
This is madness.
Here, try that, Booster.
Ah, thank you.
All right. So yeah, we got some Shadow Dancer going on now.
Oh my God,
this is absolute madness.
Shadow Dancer.
They're both on the first level of
Oh
each
my.
game. So Shadow Dancer, which Cypherin's on briefly, and now back again, has 2 stages and then a boss. So does Shinobi 3, and so does Revenge. So there will be a 1-1 and a 1-2 before a boss. We'll see how quick they can get to the first boss on each of these games.
My brain is already broken. This is some serious blast processing.
Oh, no kidding. This is everything the Sega can give. Yeah, the 2 closest games are Revenge and Shadow Dancer, just because Shinobi 3 you can sprint. However, like Bacon mentioned before, Shadow Dancer's 1-hit kills. So it is very difficult, especially in a shuffler type setting where you might not remember exactly where you're at.
If you get caught in a bad situation, you're not ready for that next move, because the Shadow Dancer does require a lot of precise follow-up attacks and follow-up hits to get through.
Mm-hmm. And you got to start the whole level again if you die. So, you can't just pick up right where you left off. And, you might run into the exact same problem over and over again.
Ooh, there we go. Death from BaconOmelette. Shadow Dancer showing its teeth there.
Hey, absolutely. And there's a little bit of RNG in this level, too, of Shadow Dancer with the earthquakes, with the debris falling down. And, that can be a pain just casually, let alone in the shuffler.
It tends to, when the screen transitions or moves in Shadow Dancer, it tends to eat inputs very badly.
And then you got Doggo helping you out. That's the only appearance in the Shinobi series of Doggo. Maybe one day we'll get a full Doggo game.
Doggo is actually named Yamato.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
What breed of dog is it? No, do we know that?
It's a white dog. There's your breed. I don't know. Yeah, so we've got and the other challenge too is that at least it's doing it on points, so that way. Oh wow. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say that was a boss kill, but at least it's doing it on points, because otherwise you'd be in trouble if you tried to switch in and out of a boss fight rapidly.
Yeah, no kidding. So that's one nice thing about this shuffler is that you can have a full boss fight. Make sure that you're able to pass the boss.
Yeah, the run is invalid if Doggo Dance does not happen at the Statue of Liberty. That is confirmed.
Don't worry, I think both of these runners are fully prepared to give us the doggo dance, the doggy dance.
Cypherin took a dive in the pit there.
That bullet.
You were just talking about that. That might have been one of those
Eating inputs, yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's one really cool thing I love about Shadow Dancer is when it kind of has these layers within the level, like an upper layer or a back layer, and as you're accessing those, you can avoid getting hit. And so, you know, that might be a nice strat too that they might want to implement, is make sure they're kind of in between this limbo stage when they're going to a new game.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting too, and kind of watching the strategies here to see if either one of the runners is trying to intentionally avoid, say, power-ups or things like that to try to stay inside of one game for a little bit longer.
I do know some of these power-ups are necessary, though, just to pick up in the speed runs, so some of them may not be avoidable.
Yep.
Going for the extra life there.
I would.
Yeah. Hey, I always do. No shame. No shame when you got no game.
No shame, Shane.
Rebranding.
Right.
So this is one of the first of many auto-scrollers in Shinobi 3 that BaconOmelette is on. And you can see he is avoiding, you know, killing any of these enemies, probably trying to you know, not transition to the next game.
I'm sure it sounded like an absolute cacophony there. We got two streamers playing two different games, or multiple different games at the same time there. But, okay, so there's the Shadow Dancer, the first boss there. You want to try to get 2 hits in each of those cycles if you can, for as quick as possible. And then, of course, the magic will knock down 2 of their hit points as well.
Bacon. You shouldn't. You'll learn never to trust us.
Ha
This is one nice thing about the Shadow Dancer being included, is you do have these bonus breaks.
It's the hardest bonus stage in the game. Do nothing, get an extra life.
Yep. Which can be very helpful in this game.
Yeah, particularly when you start rolling around to stage 4, because stage 4 is very trolly.
We can see Cypherin in Shinobi 3, he is trying to clip in. He just successfully, there we go, clipped into the wall. This is a strat that's used quite a bit in the speedrun. He's bypassing all the mini bosses here, and he's going to come out on the other side and be able to get
like
the
Sega, keep being
health. Oh, there we
cool.
go. He's going to try to go for the next one.
So what's the specific mechanic that's being abused to get into the wall? What's the glitch?
So essentially, whenever you throw one of your kunai, your hit detection on your head pretty much disappears. So you're able to sink into the ceiling, and whenever your animation ends, you're pretty much clipped in. And so when you push the opposite direction, the game's trying to force you out. Not as fast as like a Mega Man. It doesn't zip you through. It just kind of clips you through, and you're able to reverse walk out of the stage.
That's not unlike Castlevania Bloodlines when you do the piston zip. Yeah.
You know, that was obviously something that, you know, a lot of the developers weren't thinking that, you know, gamers were going to abuse some of the mechanics to get into places you're not supposed to. You know, as a kid, I never would have thought of doing that. But, you know, some of my favorite streamers, you'll see them on stream just playing the same part over and over, trying to figure out new things and how to abuse the game.
Yeah, a lot of people are working in the Taz space or whatnot, and just working tirelessly, because again, you watch enough hours of gameplay and eventually somebody screws something up and they go, what the heck just happened? And then you get somebody who actually figures out what it was.
Exactly, and that's always why it's important to have a really vibrant speedrunning community for your game and attracting new gamers. We talk about this all the time because when you get a fresh set of eyes that doesn't know the game, a lot of times that's when that person breaks something open because they didn't know any better, and all of a sudden the game's changed, and even more incredible speedrun times can be achieved. So Bacon trying to get through this first world of revenge here.
Oh, thank you for the good luck and the resubs. Appreciate that.
Cypherin's just right behind in Shadow Dancer.
Oh, I don't want to die here. Get him.
But BaconOmelette already on the second auto scroller to Shinobi 3.
Oh.
That's always tough in a race because that's time you can't really make back.
No. Ouch.
Since it goes the same speed.
Yeah, it's just seeing both of these runners just showing off, even with all the complexity going on with the shufflers, and them showing a lot of tricks and just a lot of the movements and mechanics, making it look easy.
Yeah, Cypherin is a world-class Shadow Dancer runner, and Bacon is a world-class Shinobi 3 runner. And both of these runners know Revenge very well, but in both Shadow Dancer and Shinobi 3, these two, top of the class, best in the world. And so very much a treat to see them battle it out here.
It's nice to have them be part of the SegaCrew.
Absolutely, and speaking of which, if anyone watching wants to be part of the SegaCrew, wants to, this looks fun, wants to be part of an event, we're a very open Discord community. It's very easy to join the Discord. You just have to type command Discord, and we're always trying to have events, and and also have people involved in other ways as well. Maybe you're not a streamer, you just love games, you want to help behind the scenes, anything you want to do to get involved, we're always, happy to
playing Sega,
ask for help and get other people involved.
I always joke and say we have an extensive vetting process. Do you love Sega? Yes. Okay, you're in.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. Yeah, it's kind of interesting too between the different games that you've got those bonk mechanics that get abused pretty regularly, and the bonk that gets abused most interestingly I think is probably in Shadow Dancer, because since it's one-hit kills, there are a lot of the times you're going to see them bounce off of enemies and go, well, why didn't they die? But it's there's a specific attacks that actually will kill, or that are kill shots.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's all three games have that same mechanic where there is no touch damage. So if you touch an enemy, it doesn't actually hurt you. But like No Diggity says, the most important within any of the games is the fact that Shadow Dancer's one-hit kills. Use that and abuse that within the speedrun all the time to get past enemies, and in fact, once they get to the last level in the different room sections, just to get past some of that stuff, you really just want to damage boost off that to get to the exit and call it a day.
Yeah, this section here with the waterfall and the jumps, to kind of look at that and just kind of scratch your head, and you just hope you don't get any points in there, because if you're in the middle right there, if you're in the middle of a jump, oh boy.
No kidding, right there. Yeah, we'll see how that turns out when we get back. And Bacon about to finish off the first boss here in Revenge.
Ooh. Cypherin taking him death there in Shadow Dancer, 2-1. The unfortunate thing, if you take a death on 2-1, you lose that power up, which means you got to go a little bit slower, a little bit more careful, trying to get through the remainder of the stage. Yeah, all of these jumps just make me cringe when you see picking up an item mid jump.
No kidding. About to see another clip from Bacon there. And he's in. There we go. Oh, let's see where he turns out there. Gonna do another clip here. And when he fights the mini-boss in the upper part of this room here with the brains, he's able to get a quicker exit. That's why he glitched up there. That's going to be a tough fight. The fact that after every brain he kills, it's going to shuffle to another game.
Yeah, watching the shuffler, Z-Tox made a comment about Bacon is dead in a second, and I was like, yeah, it seems like all of these moves are just like one split second away from death in all moments. Just the amount right there. There was a mid-jump switch. Well, in the mid-jump during, or in the waterfall, so...
You know, I cannot say enough about these two streamers, and the skill level of these two is just incredible.
Yeah, it's been a real treat though with everybody within the community, and we had a bit of a competition going. We had a lot of people who were learning Shadow Dancer, myself included. And I think we've seen a lot more activity on the Shinobi boards. A lot of people they're finding some renewed love and new love for these games.
You know, that was one thing that's really cool about Shadow Dancer. I think we all have that same experience. You know, we announced it for the Sega 16 list. It was the last game, and it was a beat the game, and we got so many groans and so many, oh my god, that game's impossible. How can you do that to us? And all these runners were forced to learn it, and quickly they fell in love. They were like, that's all I want to play. I want to play the rest of the 15 games. Can we just do a Shadow Dancer race? And, you know, once it's one of those games, I think that's how all three of these games are. You know, they're very difficult. You know, has a steep learning curve, but the more time you put into it, the more you're rewarded. I remember the first time I played Shinobi 3, and it was really tough, and I didn't know if I could beat it. I didn't know if I had the skill. I put work into it, and I remember telling, you know, people afterwards, I love this game. You feel like you're a ninja. Look at me go. I can do whatever I want. I'm jumping off walls and doing all this crazy stuff. And like I said, you're very much rewarded for putting time into these games.
Very much so, very much so. And again, I invested in that one as well, and you know, approaching the 16, 17 minute mark, somewhere in that neighborhood, and if I can do it, anybody can.
Absolutely, yeah. Sub 18 is quite an achievement in that game, and then once you get towards the 15-minute times, it's just ridiculous. In fact, I believe Revenge is gotten some resurgence recently. Some Dagron's been working on it, and I think a few other runners have figured a few things out.
Oh, wow! That pile of red ninjas on Cypherin's screen was. I was like, oh boy, it's gonna be a problem.
Kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, those red ninjas are very persistent.
And you see how Cypherin's able to jump from one level to the other to avoid these ninjas.
Oh, good.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Avoid them well enough.
Yeah, it's one of those things where a lot of these stages in Shadow Dancer, if you don't have your power up, which you're expecting, it makes it a lot harder to kind of bust through those sections.
And all three of these games do not have... Oh, we just avoided that pit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Bacon was on the very edge of the pixel of that death pit. All three of these games do not have infinite continues. You can game over, and they're both playing Shinobi 3 on Expert, which limits the continues as well as your health bars. You can see on Bacon's screen, it was very short. Got the Disco Ninja. I love this boss fight. Over on Revenge. Yeah. There we go. Get the club music. I got a couple shots of me. I'm feeling good. It's a good night. It's Friday. It's SegaThon.
Is Billy around here? Let's slam. Yeah, we got Zed in the background there. Oh, we got both of them on the same screen there. Oh,
Yeah, Zed is the major enemy in the Shinobi lore. And Shinobi 3, he's fighting Neo Zed. Shadow Dancer, who is he fighting? Who's the in samurai guy?
Well, it was Union Lizard, remember?
Union Lizard, okay.
Or at least that was the one I remember. This was Union Lizard. But it's just like looks like a ninja sitting on the toilet.
Gotta flush him down the drain.
That's right. Oh, there we go. Cypherin back in that section right there. I always use my magic right there because it just... Oh my gosh.
I would too. Look at this. I mean, look at the slowdown. You can tell how many enemies are on that screen by the amount of slowdown that's happening right now.
Just a pile of them, yeah.
And you can see he did some touch damage there, did backwards boost. That was a good move.
Yep. Sometimes the best move is just to avoid.
One thing with Revenge of Shinobi, you know, all these games are very difficult, the Shinobi games. You know, not only does Shadow Dancer have the one-hit kills, but Revenge, you have to bring in the health you started off with. It's a rolling hit bar. There's no re-health as soon as you start the level. So it can be a pain.
Yeah, and that's definitely even in the games without the one-hit kills where you've got some additional leeway. Boy, you can stack up a whole bunch of hits in a rapid succession, and it can be just about as difficult as a one-hit kill.
Oh, did Cypherin get the quick kill there? It looked like you got the quick kill on the boss on Shadow Dancer.
Oh, Grabby McGrab hands, yeah.
Yeah, let's see if Bacon. Oh, I didn't get the hit. Let's see if you can get it there.
Got the two there. That was good.
You got it. Yeah, not too bad. Nicely done. I forgot I'm in the future. Oh my goodness.
Marty, we need to go back to the future.
Cypherin having fun in the auto-scroller there in Shinobi 3. That's the level that if you do not know how to double jump yet, you cannot pass it. That game does a great
both
job.
Both Cypherin and Bacon on the bonus level, so we both get to see a little side-by-side action here.
Oh, I love this. This is fantastic.
Slam your beers. This stage has got just a jam. It's awesome.
And I love the sunset, you know, during the bonus stages. As you progress, each bonus stage, you know, gets later and later during the day until you eventually get to the night. 1-up! Oh my god, they both got the 1-up.
Oh my gosh.
Bacon picking up all the goodies and Revenge.
All right, Statue of Liberty.
One thing with Revenge that can be such a pain is the double jump will move you to the next layer. You know, when Shadow Dancer, you hit up and jump, and so you know you're going to the next layer. Sometimes you're just trying to avoid gunfire in Revenge of Shinobi, and you'll do a double jump, and all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, I'm in the other side of this fence, and now I got all these guys to deal with, and it can prove troublesome when you're not ready to be on the other side of somewhere you don't want to be.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see as you get into the later stages, you see more and more opportunities to properly use the doggo, just because there's some jumps. I wouldn't say blind jumps, but there's definitely some jumps that are challenging, and having the enemy taken out of commission temporarily makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen Bacon play Shadow Dancer as much, but Cypherin, you know, not only I've seen him speedrun it many times, but I did have the privilege to watch him play it live at SGDQ, and I do know that he does utilize a lot of doggy strats, so we will see him using doggo quite a bit.
Doggo strats are best strats.
There we go. We got a Shadow Dancer runner right here, confirming Cypherin strats. This airplane level that Cypherin was on briefly is a very, very difficult level. Shuffle this might pose some problems. So you have some of these doors. You're on an airplane right now. I'm not sure if that's obvious, but when it goes back to Cypherin, there we go, briefly. You're on an airplane, and the doors will open up, and you can get sucked out if you land within that door. So if, kills an enemy, comes back, and all of a sudden he lands within a door, boom, he's dead. So
it's like Double Dragon 2. Well, and Bacon's also in a sort of a challenging area here, because a lot of the times you've got these flying guys. The easiest path, obviously, is to take them out because they can snipe you in midair. However, since you've got the shuffler, you do not want to hit them because then you'll be swapping midair with the points gather.
Good point.
Yeah, so you pretty much have to avoid as many flying enemies as possible as not to really spoil your jumps.
Bacon making haste here of this level in Shinobi 3. Oh, he didn't want to take out that guy. No diggity, was just talking about it right there in the speed run. He would have just, swiped him, killed him, gone forward, but he did not want to go back to the game. He obviously wants to finish up this level.
Yeah, if you're rolling this one, if you're feeling it, you're just feeling it.
There's some very dangerous jumps in this level. The section he just went into, that water, you will die if you fall in there.
Yep.
And that mash that Bacon is doing right there, let's take a moment to marvel at. That's fantastic. You cannot mash in this game. He is jump canceling rapidly to where he's able to throw an extra kunai per cycle, or kunai or two. And so the fact that he's able to throw kunai that quickly is fantastic. Great strat. Such a great runner.
Gawk, the drug testing for the Sega Olympics is if you are not positive of any illicit drugs, you are disqualified. I mean, just kidding.
Hey, we may be users, but not abusers.
That's right.
Now let's get drunk. Cypher made it through the airplane there. Nicely done. This boss is awful. He'll probably just jump right into this boss's hitbox and kill him. We'll see what he does here. Oh, okay, he's just going to commit his suicide and take out the boss this way. He has 9 lives, so easy peasy. He's just gonna do this a few times, but I'm not sure what the dev intended way, if they want you to jump inside the bomb, take a few hits, and then jump out before it closes, but that is very difficult. This is definitely the easier method. Steroids required. We'll shoot each other in the butt, Z-Talk. Do you think they test for steroids in games like golf and billiards and games you wouldn't expect?
I'm sure if there's enough money involved, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
If there's enough money involved, and if the advertisers are fronting some of that stake money, they're going to want to make sure the competitors are clean.
It's legit, yeah. They don't want riffraff off the streets.
That's right. You don't want none of those punks. World's toughest man. You don't want him pumping with the anabolic steroids. Yeah, it's very interesting seeing all of the, from not only from a speedrun strat, there may be situations where you still would want to take out somebody just to make your jump a little bit easier, but Bacon is busting through, and in some of those parts where there's a bunch of successive jumps, he's intentionally avoiding trying to do any kills to prevent the swap from happening. Mm-hmm. So again, being very strategic when it comes to that. Oh, Bacon with the great swap there.
I do know that Cure, the former world record holder for Shinobi 3, he was trying to open up a pacifist category and has done successfully pacifist runs of Shinobi 3, but I don't think he ever actually opened up the leaderboard. But Bacon, obviously, good friends with Cure, probably knows some of these strats to be able to bypass these levels without killing too many people.
Bacon missed a
Since
couple
Bacon,
of sword swipes there.
Yeah, well, he's trying to sword swipe to go through this boss as well. You have some iframes, so whenever he, goes through the screen, if you plan your sword swipe right at the right time, you will avoid getting any hits, any damage towards you.
So the Midgen, that's the one where you destroy yourself to attack.
I believe so. I do know that Faust is in chat. He can probably give every single ninjutsu name for you.
Looks like it. Yep.
Very cool. Thank you, Kajata. And we're going to see some Minjin right here on Cypherin's screen. Looks like you just, did the one, then you just a couple hits to the boss, and he is dead. Oh, Bacon! Out the airplane window. Oh my goodness. Just
frequent flyer miles. There you go.
Well, let's see what... this is always what's so great about Revenge of Shinobi, is the different versions of this game. Anyone that's familiar with Sega and the history of Shinobi understands that they took a lot of liberties when it came to copyright and IPs. And you can tell what version of a game you're playing based on which IP property they're stealing, or perhaps which ones they're not, because it's been changed. So we could possibly see the Hulk or Terminator coming up here on Cypherin's screen as the boss. So that's always fun to see which version of Revenge of Shinobi he's playing.
Yeah, and that's not unlike some of the other games too, where we've got Mario who snuck into it and then removed from. Was it Alex Kidd in Shinobi World?
That's correct. Mario was supposed to be the first boss to play on Kino, and they had to take him out. Although the sprite still looks pretty similar. He's got the mustache and the big nose, and he's a walking idiot. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we don't like Mario here. This is SegaCrew.
Boo, Mario. Boo. That's right. Oh, yeah, it looks like Bacon's close to the doggo dance area. That's going to be fun to check out. And Bacon is also just clipping through the Shinobi 3 with ease. These clips are difficult.
Oh, there we go. Doggo dance.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
double doggo.
Look at this. It is fate. This is what we bring you.
Yes.
I love it. Yep, get past that door. There we go, Cypherin. Get it on.
Get some. Yeah.
Yep,
Bacon getting some there with the doggo dance.
Oh yeah, it's Friday night. Get funky.
Ooh, Bacon getting trolled up there by the doors.
Yep. We're gonna see another clip by Bacon here trying to enter the boss room, and there he
nice.
got it.
Very nice. So the number of swaps, they've got the counter in the corner. It looks like we have 303 and 337. So we're reasonably along the same pace.
So obviously Cypherin has the higher score, which all that matters.
Yep.
His high score. Points.
Bacon working on making some quick work of that boss.
Some more doggo dance. There. Oh, look at that! Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah.
And Bacon through the airplane stage. It's always a relief. And Cypherin meeting up with his ex-girlfriend, as he likes to call her.
Ah.
And this is one of the best boss fights. This is probably my favorite in this game.
Yeah, one of the situations too with the bonk damage, you can actually just get bonked right into position to be able to do that without even having one attack cycle.
Oh, come on. No.
Bacon going for the mission there. He's going to get a few extra hits. Get within that boss's hit box. Show it who's boss.
Go,
Cypherin
Bacon.
taking a drink break.
Great idea.
Ah,
Get a few extra hits, and then he's going to use the mission
is
there. Ooh, there we go.
stressful.
That was a really quick boss
Ooh.
kill.
it's fun,
Bacon. I think that
but
was...
it is definitely
Oh, he's going to have to
stressful.
start this whole doggo
Yep,
dance
the auto
over
scroller.
again. Yep. That's tough right there.
That is rough, but the only good thing for us here, SegaCrew, is we get more doggo dance.
More doggo dance. Bacon was doing us a favor, although he is probably on the toughest stage in this shuffler, I would say, because this auto scroller on
Oh, look
Shinobi
at that.
3 is instant death.
Standing right on the pixel there.
And he's obviously going to try to avoid every single one of these enemies because he is not going to want to shuffle away. This level is notorious for eating your jump inputs, your double jump inputs, very much so, and you really need them on this level.
Oh, so yeah, putting the shield up to try to avoid having to do any attacks.
The only problem with the shield
Ooh.
is that yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one. The only problem with the shield is that you have 4 hits that it will deflect, but touch damage, even though it doesn't actually do you any damage, will still take away from your shield. So if he hits 4 people, his shield's gone. You know, even though that wouldn't damage him without the shield. That's the only problem with the shield in this stage.
So Cypherin's up to the Into Darkness stage, which is a real pain in the butt for the casual runner, the person who's first learning the game.
Oh, absolutely. This is definitely one of those that you hang on to that magic, and if you get into a tough spot, you hit that magic button.
There we go. We got more doggo dance. Excellent. All right. Let's see. Bacon. Oh, nice. Oh, boy. Oh, what a recovery. Oh.
And so those platforms still exist below the screen for a few moments, so he was able to recover there. So you can pretty much, as long as you know where that platform is at, you have a few pixels below the screen that you can still utilize it.
Yeah, you got to really take a deep breath on that one and try to compose yourself to make that happen. That was really a sign of some serious experience right there from Bacon.
Absolutely. This guy knows this game better than any person on the planet. Just avoiding all these enemies. This is fantastic. And Cypherin over here, he's going for a skip coming up here that skips most of this level. He's going to use this box to skip to this moving platform. There it is. And almost to make it. I'm going to go for the next cycle.
He'll get this. He'll totally get this. There it is.
Yeah, the toughest part about the skip is the timing. And that essentially skips most of the level. Very nicely done. Bacon back to the doggo dance. Oh, and we got, is that Incredible Hulk? That might be just a regular guy.
Looks like the Incredible Terminator. Oh, he's turning green though.
Terminator.
You do the chopper. Rawr.
Oh yeah, we got the Terminator. Oh God, look at that. Bacon just hanging on with his toe.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Running under that.
It's like watching those rock climbers hang onto the face with their tips of their fingertips and seeing his ninja with just like the tiniest bit of toe on the platform.
You don't need much when you're a ninjutsu, when you're Joe Musashi. Just need a little bit of a pebble. On the shuffler, right where Bacon shuffles away on Shadow Dancer, that's tough. After killing those red ninjas, and then you got the helicopter coming your way.
Yeah, you gotta have your wits about you, because again, you've got the 2 sequences, one coming from each side, but you're still dealing with the timing on that. The hitboxes on those bullets is surprisingly large.
Cypherin getting the clip there. Let's see if he goes the... Oh, not yet. That's right.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
There he goes. Let's see if he goes the top route or he's going the bottom route, which is definitely easier. And really, going the top route, you're probably only saving 5 or so seconds. So in a marathon, very wise move. Ooh. God, these changes.
So Bacon's got no kunai. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, I think so too.
No kunai, no shield, and oh, that was just a bad bonk.
Yeah. I think that was one of the cases where the double jump failed them.
Yep. More doggo dance from Bacon.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me
Avoid the red ninjas. They're always the worst. Oh.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they're in the middle of their jump animation when it comes back to the shuffler, because if they haven't started their jump, it gives you a little bit more time to react. But if they're already in motion, look.
With the brains, very wise choice. This is probably, definitely my least favorite stage on Revenge that Cypherin's on now is the highway. You got the traffic you got to avoid. You got all these people shooting you. You're going to get grenade guys coming up. It's a nightmare.
I thought it was L.A.
This is L.A. 1997 from Predator 2.
Gotcha. Oh, there we go. Getting a little pokey poke there on 4-2.
Yeah. Right there is a nasty spot.
I didn't mean to get that there.
Very easy to get hit there.
I'm watching Bacon. I'm just willing him to get up and out of here.
Oh, this is definitely... I mean, even just in the speedrun, it's a difficult section, but in the shuffler setting where he has to go passive, so he doesn't shuffle out of this, is just insane. This is awesome. We'll see if Cypherin, when he gets here, if he takes the same approach. I wonder if he'll just kill the enemies and deal with the consequences.
Yeah, oh wow, getting sniped by the shurikens. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, he is almost to the top here. He can get through
on,
this.
Bacon.
One more jump. There it is.
You got this.
Okay, we're almost to the end. He's no more flying guys at this point. He is safe. He is made.
Oh. All right, here's
man,
Bacon. Gonna do the bonk bonk, and nice, very nice. So that's the fastest kill you can get with that, so you don't even have one attack cycle from that boss.
Very nice. There's the grenade guys on Cypherin's screen. And Bacon almost through this level. He just has a few more platforms to jump up to, and he'll be done with this screen. Trust the pebble.
What's Cypherin doing over there?
I'm not sure what happened to Cypherin. There's a secret up there. I didn't even know about this. This is how, Cypherin is just, he knows every single game inside and out. He's teaching me secrets to a game I run that I had no idea about.
I had never seen that before.
Never seen that before.
Again, very, very, very fortunate that the points happen at the end of the boss fight, because otherwise trying to do this would be a nightmare.
Yeah, and Bacon right now, in between those rocks is insta-death. That is a death pit.
Oh!
There he goes, down into the death pit. Commentary curse. I shouldn't have said anything. My bad, guys.
Damn it, Booster.
Bad. I know. I wanted to point it out. I apologize.
Quote number 52. Damn it, Booster.
In the speedrun of this game, since you're not having to go pacifist, like in the shuffler, it's easy to keep the POW into this fight, and the cycles is, I believe, only 2 cycles to beat this boss, and it's 4 without the POW, so twice as long. It could be 4 and 6, I can't remember exactly, but definitely twice as long to beat this boss.
Yeah, this is giving me shades of Dracula X.
Yes, the end boss on Dracula X.
The end boss on Dracula X, yeah.
Oh, I hate that level.
One
glad-
cool strat,
I'm
you
glad
can
we
see
got
Bacon
through.
just did it right there. You can do the slash as long as you're facing the edge of the screen, because obviously he can't, slash past that and fall off the edge that doesn't exist. So that's kind of a safe way to be able to do that slash attack. Very nicely done. Bacon.
I need to smoke and I don't even smoke. Exactly.
Yes, that was a rough level. So Cypherin on the tank boss here. There is always in every single Shinobi game some sort of machine boss, like a tank or a dump truck, or I'm trying to think of them all. What's one in Shadow Dancer? What's a vehicle in Shadow? I guess a wheel. That's
The wheel.
Vehicle, I suppose.
I'd count that.
But-
The wheel of death.
Yeah, right. The wheel of death, and so there's always some sort of mechanical vehicle machine as a boss in all the Shinobi games, and Cypherin's reached one now.
Leonardo da Vinci's Shinobi.
Bacon on the second stage of Traps. I love this track on Traps. This might be my favorite song on this game. Oh, and he is going for a clip coming up here soon. He is going to go to his, let's see how he does it. I'm going to go to the jump ninjutsu. I think there's a new way to set up this clip. And we got the city, Chinatown over on Revenge of Shinobi. This level is a lot of fun. In
Yeah,
and out of these rooms.
Cypherin's having some fun with 4-2 in Shadow Dancer because you've got all those blind enemies that are hiding in the darkness that you've got no visibility to, firing projectiles at you.
It's such a great idea, though, that your enemies can, and you as well. You walk in and out of the shadow.
Yeah.
In the cave. Fantastic. Okay, yep, so he is going for the jump ninjutsu so he can reach this clip. And this will clip him right into the boss room, send him down here, and he'll have to do a few jump attacks, and he should be able to unlock the boss room. And there we go. We
Very
got
nice.
The Kabuki boss.
Kabuki Quantum Shinobi.
And Bacon does not have any lives. That's huge because
Ooh.
the fastest strat to beat this boss is actually with the suicide.
The Mijin, yeah.
jutsu, the Minjin, and it really only takes, I think, 3 Minjins to kill this boss. And usually you have, enough lives stacking here to where you can at least do one. And he's going to have to do this whole boss fight dev-intended, which can be tough.
There we go. Cypherin taking out the grabby hand there.
Such a cool boss design.
Very neat until you fight it the first time.
Air whip attack, and we got some surf ninja. And Bacon now moving on to the final stage of Shinobi 3.
Yep, and 4-1 in Shadow Dancer, and 4-2 for Cypherin.
Nice timing on that doggo attack there on the Shadow Dancer. Usually those guys will repel the dog, but he timed it to after they attacked it, opened them up, making them vulnerable.
Yep, when the green guys throw their shield out, that's when you actually can use doggo. Otherwise, the doggo will get stunned for a period of time.
Yep. And you never want to see that. It's so sad. And he
Yeah, when
makes that
doggo goes,
whimper.
yipe!
I knew that bullet got
Oh, God, it just breaks your heart. Although Puppy Doggo is adorable.
This is true.
Which is one of Bacon's emotes. Bacon making quick work of this flying ship here. Very difficult to get fast enough to where you can avoid all those jet props. They will knock you down and kill you. Instant hit down there. Final auto scroller. Oh, that'd be great. The dog joins you on the bonus stage.
That'd be awesome. So yeah, again,
And then you
Bacon
guys
just
can
being
do another dance.
Bacon just being very careful not to get any points here and avoid those projectiles. Getting a little more difficult there when you got more turrets on the screen.
In my ninjutsu, I saw it in
Well,
the
with
demo.
the turrets, actually, what he's trying to do is if you don't get hit and
What? She kicked me through the
you're
wall.
able to avoid all
crap.
these, it's not able to load all the turrets. He's about to glitch it out to where there won't be. There it goes.
no.
There are no longer any
Wait.
turrets. The game
I
wasn't
use
able to
this.
handle
I'll leave 'em.
animating, rendering anymore, and so he's able to
Gotta try to
glitch
make
the
this
rest out of
without the-
existence.
Ninjutsu.
That's because Bacon is too blast for processing.
Come on.
Yep, that's the truth
can do
right
it.
there.
Yes. Now.
Very fun stage here for platforming. This whole final stage of Shinobi 3 is just nothing but pure platforming. The sprint mechanic is hitting the D-pad in either direction twice. So seeing how quick he can get up to sprint is very
I
cool
couldn't
because
jump.
he is just mashing on that left D-pad, just boom, boom, and he's off to the races.
Yeah, and it's very interesting too that when you're going through the game that you've got all the different mechanics of the different types of attacks from the various enemies and be able to plan for that based on again the coloration for the various ninjas. You know what kind of jumps they're going to do, what kind of attacks they're going to be doing. And for instance, you'll notice on Cypherin's screen that person right there that does the spin attack, they'll actually roll right past you if you jump over them. So a lot of the times that is the best maneuver, is to just dodge them by jumping over them.
You know, that's a great point. With all these games, all the levels have zero RNG. The only RNG is within the boss fight. So once you learn the mechanics of the ninjas, like you said, the way the red ninjas jump versus the blue ninjas, they're going to do that every time. And you can really set up a lot of your maneuvers based on knowing what they're going to do.
Yep,
and going for the skip here.
Yep, and that's really the key thing when it comes to the movements and the repetition of the movements and just being able to execute on that for the speed run.
The exit, all right. Bacon moving on.
Oh.
The Hulkinator.
Darn it.
That's right. Get to the radiator with your head. That was terrible. I'm so bad at impressions. I can't believe I even tried it.
Get to the booster. Row.
Knew it. I knew it. Dang it.
You can tell I've had a little bit of whiskey tonight if I'm doing an impression on stream. Oh,
That's a good thing. That's SegaThon right there.
that's right. We're here to have fun.
Not the one up. Oh, I need that power though.
So right there, again, you'll see on Bacon's screen for 4-1, he runs right up tight to the wall, and the red guy will roll right over him. Oh, he engaged him, so if he would have stayed crouched, the red guy would have rolled right over him.
It's probably because when it flashed back, he wasn't ready holding down. And
It's true.
So it automatically, one of those things with the shuffler, it's going to throw a monkey wrench in your plan. Damage boosting through this, which is incredible because he's playing on expert. Even when I play on normal and easy, I'm not damage boosting. It's mad, man. And a clip right there.
And a clip
That's
right
like
through, yeah.
A half a second time save, and Bacon is just like, yeah, I'm going for it.
Oh, I got it.
Cypherin just got clipped by a projectile there in 4-2. And I'll tell you what, when I'm playing this game, usually 4-2 is where the wheels fall off of my runs.
There's a few nasty sections, especially when you don't have the POW.
Yep.
4-2 is a pain.
So it looks like Bacon's trying to clip through there. There we go.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
So, again, one of the mini ceiling clips, you'll be able to bypass. There is a elevator coming up here, and so that's kind of a mini auto scroller. It's right here, mini auto scroller within this level. Now he's able to bypass all this, just walk right through it. Not a problem. Doesn't have to wait for the elevator.
I have to give a ton of credit, though, to Cypherin, because Cypherin's now at 530 swaps to Bacon's 388. So Bacon's been a lot more conservative when it comes to trying to manage those swaps. And Cypherin's just been going all out.
Oh my god, I have never seen this clip before. Whoa, I didn't know this one existed. I keep my toe within the Shinobi community, but I'm certainly not as invested as I should be, as I wish I could. I've never seen that clip before. That is absolutely amazing. Didn't know it existed. Very cool. And welcome, Sheen Gabriel. Thank you so much for the raid.
Yes, thank you.
And so essentially what he did there, you pretty much had to do 2 clips in this level where he was able to do that second clip. You drop down, you do a few more platforming, you go to a shield ninjutsu, and you do a second clip.
Right now,
he was
Shinobi
able
3.
to link those together by remaining in the ceiling and clipping through the in-between into one clip. Craziness that I didn't know existed. Oh my goodness, I love it. And Bacon almost to the final boss in Shinobi 3.
Oh, we got another raid. 40-watt range.
40 watts. It is getting hype now.
Oh, Bacon getting just tagged by that projectile.
This is a tough section. 4-1 and 4-2 is really tough. And of course, then once you get to 5, you know,
yeah,
all of that, all those rooms are a nightmare.
Yeah, that section in 4-1, I try to use the doggo, take out the shooter, the blue projectile shooting guy, and then try to jump as deep as I can to the right and use my magic to, or my ninjutsu there and knock out all of the guys to the right. Ooh, yeah. If you get off timing with the red guys and you engage them, they can hit you.
What's Bacon doing here? I don't know what he's doing here outside the boss room. Oh, he's trying to lose his ninjutsu. I see. His kunai. Excuse me. He's trying to get rid of all his kunai there. Going in kunai-less on the final boss on Shinobi 3. So we're about to get our first GG on our first game here as Cypherin battles the wheel.
See if we can get some doubles here, because you can hit them twice per cycle. Oh, there you go. Nice.
Nice. Very nice. That was, definitely not the quickest boss fight, but that was pretty fast. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Oh, and Bacon. That's a GG on Shinobi 3 for Bacon.
GG Bacon for Shinobi 3.
We get a break.
He is the world record holder for that game in any percent and in kunai list percent.
Hey, Cooler.
There we go.
Needleman.
He's removing it from the randomizer, and he's back on Revenge.
Rebar there? What rebar?
So this is one great thing with these games, and I love about in Revenge and Shinobi 3, there's a few vertical platforming stages, and I love vertical platforming. We just saw
yeah, this game is great.
Bacon just plow through that one, and he finally get to the highway stage. Oh, what a pain! God, I hate this stage. All these stages.
Yeah, there is a special degree of annoyance for each one of those. Oh, okay, so Cypherin's now to round 5 here. So there's 5 rooms in this stage, and each of them have their own special amount of pain.
Yes. So it's pretty much a boss rush, except for it's an enemy rush, I guess you could say. It's every single enemy that you face in the game in each single room. So you're just stacked, you're bombarded with nothing but shooters or nothing but leapers or nothing but, blue ninjas, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. So there's Bacon going in and using the ninjutsu there to knock out those blue guys, because otherwise you're dealing with a blind jump or fighting them with the projectiles. So this is where you're going to see doggo usage a lot of the times, just to make it a little bit easier so you're not trying to time 2 projectiles at once.
He also has the POW, so you'll see him probably go a little bit slower, safer, try to hold on to that POW, especially for that last section when you got those death kits.
Yep.
That you have to maneuver past to get to the exit.
Yeah, Cypherin, I could already see in room 1 was using doggo strats because you've got 3 projectile shooters right there at once, and so you really have to time that out. Use doggo to give you a little bit more of a chance.
And so that POW will take care of all those enemies a lot easier. If you go in there underpowered, it can get tricky with.
Oh, Bacon got trolled by the randomizer.
Yep, was not ready for the shuffle. Oh, he finally got to the end of 4-1. I'm sure he was just like, let's just get through this. I'm almost there. Oh, that is tough. I don't think I heard him.
Maybe it did.
This is one of those levels in Revenge of Shinobi that can troll you. When you do your double jump, like I said, you can enter one of the other layers, and the bottom layer in this highway level has death pits. You don't have platforms in use everywhere. Oh, and he's able to get through. So sometimes you're just trying to avoid enemy fire. You'll do a double jump and then fall to your death.
Kev, thanks so much for the doggo bit.
And this is one of those fights where, Sega was stealing Spider-Man and Batman. Cypherin was just playing on that boss. It's kind of a Spider-Man.
Was that Dracula?
A little bit of Dracula. Yeah, why not? Throw him in the mix.
Sure, why not?
Why not?
Yeah, I do not care who ends up on top on this. Both of these runners are just absolutely showing off. It's showing the best. This is just incredible gameplay from both.
I absolutely agree. This is just ridiculous. What these two are able to adjust on the fly to, and as well as still implement speed strats. It's ridiculous.
All right, doggo. Yeah. Stage 5 doggo strats.
Oh my goodness. Oh
no!
Shot right in the foot. The one problem with doggo is there's a button to call him. I think you hold A or something like that. And sometimes if he's not set, if he's jumping around and you're holding A and you're like, doggo, bail me out here, and he's just doing his own thing, sometimes he has to come to a rest before you can activate him.
Or if doggo's facing the wrong direction too.
Yep, that can be a pain. Sometimes you need him and he's just sniffing his butt.
Hey, we got more Zed markings there right on the container.
He's an importer-exporter.
Zed Shipping Incorporated?
That's right. Bacon making his way through Chinatown.
Ooh, doggo is...
Doggo hurt.
Yeah, doggo got hurt.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Now, once again, there are limited continues on Shadow Dancer. How many continues?
3 continues.
No. How many?
3 continues.
3 continues. Okay, so I believe he's on his last life, so he'll be using his first continue. Hopefully never, but he possibly could.
Yep, Cypherin's already got one just did the 1 continue for Shadow Dancer, and again, just the fact that both Cypherin and Bacon are struggling with this just goes to show you how punishing this particular game can be.
And there's a couple of those damage boosts you were talking about, no diggity.
Yep, the bonk strats.
That's right, bonk strats. Oh, come on, Bacon, let's do this. Ooh. That's one thing with Shadow Dancer. It's especially cruel because it will spawn enemies behind you. Programmed to spawn that. As soon as you reach a certain point in the game, it's going to come up behind you. And, if you're unfamiliar with this game, it's a quick death.
Yeah, Cypherin did a really nice job there threading the needle with those the rolling red guys.
Ooh, oh man, it's going to here. These jumps that Cypherin's doing are particularly hard on Revenge. There's a few setups on this stage Cypherin's on that can be very difficult, and he will have to take out enemies like that right there, and it may put him in a spot he won't want to be.
Yeah, those green guys can really get you in trouble. I know Zetox can agree with that one for sure.
He imports Sega oil. That's right. That's what Z does. Well, he's not a villain after all. Oh
wow. Yes, just seeing Cypherin flip back and forth on that.
Yes. Oh my lord. I can't handle this.
Oh, there.
Get back.
Jeez. Yeah, the green guys are the only ones you can't bonk. Exactly, Zetox. Oh, that was nice.
Oof.
At least the good thing with the left-hand green guy in that particular sequence is that he will jump over you, so it makes it a little easier to handle him. All right, Bacon without the power up is going to have to deal with the rolling red guy. Just jump over him, and then here with these the red guy. Oh,
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Thought he jumped in a little.
So Bacon's on his first continue now for Shadow Dancer.
He was trying to cue them to jump, but I think when it shuffled back and forth, his jump just went a little bit long.
That's right. Just got a couple of pixels full of full of the sword to the face.
Horrible, nasty way to go.
Yeah. Pixels to the face, absolutely.
Oh, Cypherin with these tough jumps on these rafts here.
Oof.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Those jumps are really going to be tough on this shuffler because you have to take out enemies
okay.
mid-jump just to complete the jump, and then you're coming back to the game with other enemies firing at you. Oh my goodness, what a nightmare.
Yeah, it looks like Cypherin's starting to do some more strategic attacks there to do some of the transitions.
I agree. I think he's understanding at certain points, you know, whether it's I need to get back to where I was so I can remember it, or I'm going to hold off. He's being a little bit more mindful.
Keep playing Sega, keep being...
Yeah, I think oh, their Bacon took another death.
Thank you.
4-1, man. 4-1.
I know. I'm telling you.
Hey, I didn't trigger.
It's definitely the gatekeeper. Oh, these ninjas here. Oh, look at Cypherin. Ooh, this is going to be nasty when he gets back to it. It hasn't yet. It's delaying it.
Oh,
there it is.
There it is. Yep.
Oh my goodness, this is too much. Oh,
I swear again, room 4. I tend to always end up using my ninjutsu on room 4, and then going, oh man, I'm gonna get through room 5, and then you die, and you're like, okay, well at least I got my ninjutsu back.
That is one nice thing about the rooms is, yeah, if you like you said, you use your ninjutsu on 4, die on 5, you can get back to 5 right there and use it to get past that. So at least it's a little sensible, a little forgiving.
No, licensing. No, licensing. Oh, wait.
I like Spider-Man.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, wrong one.
That's a tough boss fight. Both the Spider-Man and nice. Cypherin got through, and he's one more boink. There it is. Nicely done. He's got one more room, and he's on to the boss fight. Cypherin going to use the shield here so he doesn't lose his POW.
When I see this guy, it makes me think of Zetox playing Gargoyles.
No kidding. And you can see Cypherin there on Shinobi 3. When he's going for the mash, you'll see him jump every once in a while. That's when he's not able to cancel that and get the quick mash in. It's very tough to do.
All right, here's room 5. Room 5's a tricky beast.
Yeah, these black ninjas, or dark gray, shrouded shadow ninjas, whatever you want to call them. They are the toughest enemy in the game.
I think you're going to see both Cypherin and Bacon be very, very cautious on this one, because if you get caught up in that one in a bad pattern, those guys will get on top of you in a split second.
Those rafts are brutal. These jumps on the end, just where it ends up.
Oh, there we go. Cypherin taking the magic route, which I would have done.
The smart move right here.
Very smart move.
Almost through the room.
Yep. Well, we got that one spawning from behind, so that might be kind of tricky, but hopefully that should not be an issue.
Oh, there it is. Go.
Oh, no! No!
It was because of the shuffle. He wasn't ready. When it shuffled back to Shadow Dancer, he wasn't holding right, messed up his whole timing. Usually you can make that jump, you get boinked on the Shadow Ninja there, and you're able to exit. And just the nature of the shuffler, I mean...
There we go. Cypherin's got it this time, no problem.
Waiting to hold the ninja until the exit.
That's right.
He didn't fall for the mistake. Very smart move. That's a pro move right there.
Yep, you gotta know the challenge both, because again, even if I wasn't playing a shuffler, I would absolutely do the exact same strat. I always laugh too, Bacon, when he's doing 4-1, is that you use your shurikens and you just kind of juggle that first red guy.
Oh, I see Grim Shenton chat. He's with the Echo Trilogy. It's fantastic to hear.
Yeah, so Cypherin is fighting the ninja on the crapper.
This is the final boss here. This is Union Lizard.
Playing Sega, keep being cool.
And so one of the things you're going to see here is you're going to see Cypherin actually shove that enemy off to the side, because if you can hit him once with the shuriken, knock him off screen, the next follow-up attack with the sword will actually despawn him, so it'll be 2 hits instead of 3. There's also a pattern too, so for this one, you're going to notice that the first guy is actually going to roll in, and then the second guy will jump.
All the patterns for this boss fight are set. However, there is a little bit of RNG on how fast he can spawn them. And every once in a while, he'll give you a fast cycle, which sounds great in a speed run. But, you know, a lot of enemies are on the stage. Sometimes you can't handle them all. Sometimes you can't knock them all off screen to despawn them. And we're kind of getting to that little bit of mess here with Cypherin. He's able to manage that. That was a really quick
that's some good safety strats there. But, oof, that's going to be kind of hard to get the follow-up hit on the boss.
Yeah, and one of those flames does clip through that platform. He was able to maneuver through it.
Very nice.
Amazing. Oh, Cypherin, what a clutch move. That is why Cypherin is known as Clutch City, was because of moves just like that. That was amazing.
All right, so we're going to have the double roller here. Or sorry, double jumper and then the double roller.
More hits. Oh, okay. Points. It's tough.
Yeah, just come. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna have the double roller here,
and you can
these should be the last.
He was staying on those screens and just taking out enemies. I think he wanted to get back to this boss fight. He knew he was really close, and there it is.
There you go.
GG for Shadow Dancer.
GG Cypherin on Shadow Dancer.
Now each runner has 1 game down, and there's only 2 games left that they're shuffling through. Uh-oh, Cypher not sure how to deactivate a game. We might, yep, we're going to credits. Shuffling to credits, there's no points here. I'm glad Bacon was able to see that message. We should have Cypher adjust here shortly. Up C plus start, Cypher. Up plus C plus start. If you can hear me, up plus C plus start. Bacon, so close. Oh, he made it. I saw him just make 4-1. Excellent. And Bacon being a gentleman, waiting
Yep.
for Cypherin. Honorable Omelette. And they're back at it.
All
Now we're
right.
just shuffling between games.
Back in the mix.
This should make these this section that Cypherin's on. Oh, nice save. Oh,
Very nice
make
save.
it a little bit easier since he's only shuffling between one other game.
Oh,
Yeah, it makes it a little easier to keep track of where you might be relative to the screen.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
And easier to spawn back, you know, if you
it's
know
the
you want to
jump.
get back to somewhere,
It's
just
the
take out a
jump I
quick
hate.
enemy,
No.
get right back there.
This
Oh,
jump.
that must have been
I hate
a
that jump. I
input
can't.
eaten
This
there.
is where
A lot going in
this is
this
probably
level
what's
with the
gonna get me in
waves
for the.
and
If
all
I
the
had a
enemy
chance,
sprites.
it's that jump right there. That's gonna.
All them shipping
get me in for
containers.
The racing. I hate that jump.
There's a lot of Sega oil in this container.
That's right.
Yeah, and the Shadow Dancer arcade version, one of the levels, there's a bunch of oil container trucks, and they all have Sega oil branding on them.
Oh, wow. Bacon's doing a really nice job of doing some safety strats there, but getting bonked back by the red guy. There we go.
That was a tough shuffle, but he was able to get through it. Nice doggo strats here.
Yep, gonna have to use the doggo strats there for these projectile guys because it is very tricky to try to time two projectiles coming out of the dark.
And this is one of those sections where the game is quite evil, and there's a lot of enemies that will come up from behind. Alright, we got Not Godzilla over there. Easiest way is Minjin. Definitely just Minjin this guy up to death. There is no use fighting him. He takes way too long. He will kill you multiple times anyway. Just Minjin him up and call it a day.
You know what? If I had been more prepared, I would have had a Godzilla sound effect right here, but I'm sorry, SegaCrew.
I didn't want to use it here. Actually, it's okay.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Cypherin going with the shield strat. That's very smart.
Yeah,
on
do
this
not
level.
want to mess around with these jumps for sure.
Yeah. There's another level in Revenge 2 that
Yes!
it might be wise to do this.
Go!
God, that
Let's
jump
go!
right there
Oh, let's
is
go.
probably the toughest jump in the game. I
Oh,
mean, it's
I hate that jump.
quite. I mean, it's like 2 or 3 pixel perfect jump there. It's ridiculous. And you got to get the double jump to pull it off, which is a couple of frame window to get the double
Oh,
jump.
man,
So
if I
you got
die here, I gotta
like a
repeat
2 frame
everything.
window on a 2
cannot
pixel
die
perfect
here.
jump. Insane. And that's just dev intended. That's not even a speedrun strat.
Oh, there you go. Bacon's using his ninjutsu right there, trying to clear that out because you've got all the red ninjas and you've got also the green shield guy coming up there in 4-2.
Radman, that's a great question. I would say technically Bacon is in the lead. He is ahead in Revenge. He's already beaten Shinobi 3, and even though he is, you know, quite a bit behind on Shadow Dancer, it is the shortest of the 3 games. So relatively speaking, he's not too far back in that game. So the fact that he's second to last level on Revenge and already beat Shinobi 3, which is the longest game of the 3, puts him quite a bit in the lead.
Yeah, a comfortable Shadow Dancer runner for, again, runners of this caliber would be, you know, just if they're taking it easy, is going to be roughly between 17 18 minutes. Just if they're taking it easy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and he's on the second to last level in Shadow Dancer and on Revenge. The last level in Revenge, though, is a long one. It is a little bit mazy. And honestly, if it gets shuffled, it looks the same. Everywhere you go, you might even get lost. And like I said, it's a maze. We'll see what happens there. So he's not out of the woods yet. Cypherin is not too far back on Revenge, but he's got quite a bit of Shinobi 3 to go, and I think more importantly, he has traps left. And if you remember with Bacon, you have falling platforms, instant death. That's going to be a tough
we don't wanna
stage
lose.
to beat. So I think just that alone is gonna make give Bacon the edge here.
Oh, hey, heart you too, Shanna. Heart you too, Radman.
Oh, are you getting sweet nothings? All
I am, yes. But yeah, that's the other thing too. Like when you look at all three games and say, well, you know, is one just just an inexpensive or a discount sequel of another? But the fact is, you've got the different mechanics in that, and when you look at the graphics and the art style, they are all very similar. You can tell that they're similar styles as far as the game source material, but they're all unique looking games and very unique playing games as well.
I agree. I love all these games. I played Shinobi 3 for the first time probably 3 years ago, Shadow Dancer 2 years ago, and Revenge last year. And I love all three of them. They're very unique. The music in all three of them are banging. The graphics are incredible. The gameplay, game design, controls, all so well done, so tight. This is cream of the Sega crop right here. If you haven't played all three of these games, definitely do yourself a favor.
There's something here.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm hearing noises.
I got you covered. Cypherin hanging out right at the exit. Not sure. Maybe he was getting a drink of water. There's some jumps where Bacon's on a Revenge that are very difficult. As you can see, the version Cypherin is playing Sega. Got a cease and desist letter from the people of Godzilla, and so they turned it into a dinosaur skeleton.
Paramount, I believe. Was that Paramount?
I have no clue.
So the noises I was hearing was like a cat snuck into the utility room, was actually climbing in the space between the joists and the ceiling. So.
Oh wow! Those sneaky cats.
Sneaky cat.
Yeah. So Cypherin, since he has no lives left, he cannot use the Minjin, and we saw when Bacon was playing Godzilla, it just took a few Minjin attacks and then a few regular.
Oh.
There we go. We'll get a continue, and you might be able to use a Minjin against Godzilla here. Oh, he's got to start this whole sequence over again. That is painful.
Yeah, I feel Bacon's pain again. 4-2 is it's not on my Christmas card list.
The one nice thing is Bacon is so close to the final level of Revenge. He gets through Revenge, then it's Shadow Dancer
straight through, yeah.
No more shuffle.
Oh, Cypherin took a dip.
Yeah, that jump, it's not fun. There's a jump like that in the Master System version of Shinobi, and it's no fun. It ruins the game. And cheers, Blue Slider. I should get a refill of.
Drink him if you got him.
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick and then grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Oh, Cypherin taking an unfortunate death there. Again, you want to try to use the sword swing to take advantage of the iframes as the enemy's passing through. But definitely a challenge, again, as you keep flipping back and forth here. Oh, Cypherin with a very unfortunate death there. Again, that was that swap mid-air. So that is one of the worst possible places you could do that. SMS Shinobi? Oh, yeah. SMS Shinobi's got some great sound effects. Oh, man. Cypherin's trying to take advantage of just doing that, getting the points and getting across there on his own terms, but that's been a couple of things there. I'm also looking at the swaps here. Cypherin's up to 848 swaps to Bacon's 678. So quite a few more swaps that have been going on here. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Cypherin again. It looks like, I don't know if it's eating inputs or what the challenge is there, but That jump has just been nemesis right now. Bacon's going to have a little bit of fun here with some of the red ninjas, but he does have the upgraded the POW upgrade, or the upgraded projectile, so that should make it a little bit more doable. All right, Cypherin got past that first jump, thank goodness. And there we go, excellent. Bacon taking a dip. All right, let's see Cypherin. Come on, get that sword passed through there. All right, let me use the kunai there. All right, excellent. Getting through that boss there, or that mini boss. And that section too, that sort of that industrial section, does have quite a few jumps, which can be time sensitive. But we'll see how this goes. There we go. Just intentionally pick. Oh, good recovery. Good recovery by Cypherin to land back on that raft. So Bacon's now on the Wheel of Death. Missed the attack there on that cycle. So if you do get the attack, the one benefit is that the Wheel of Death does not do the flame attack towards you. So sometimes the only option you have is to actually use your ninjutsu to protect yourself versus taking the damage. But yeah, it looks like Bacon's getting a lot of singles, not a lot of the doubles, because you can hit it twice in that cycle. There we go. Bacon was in trouble, was potentially going to get hit by that flame, so that was the right move to use the ninjutsu there. There we go, taking out the wheel boss. Cypherin going with the shield strats here. Try to get through this section here with all those wonderful rafts. Oh man, this jump.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Oh no, why did I attack? Why did I do that?
And Bacon's on the drinking stage.
That was home free.
Yes, it is. Oh, Bacon. Absolutely.
Jump on through.
Stop playing due to 4-2. Yes, what a mean level. I totally agree, Arco. But you can do it.
That's an extra life.
If I can do it, you can do it. Trust me. So Bacon, after the drink break there, gets his 1-up bonus. Alright, Bacon's did a swap here now to round 5 here, room 1. So we're going to see quite a few swaps here on Bacon's screen because there's very little that you can do on some of those rooms there for Shadow Dancer. You can't really avoid everything, so you'll see several swaps here coming up. So this may cause Bacon to catch up a little bit with Cypherin as it relates to the swap count. Because Bacon's now up to 714 to Cypherin's 894. We're seeing quite a bit more screen transition going on. Hey, Booster.
And I brought a shot, so cheers everyone. Happy Friday and happy SegaThon to everybody.
I'll drink to that, brother. Yep, so a lot of confirmation from Shadow Dancer runners and players. 4-2 sucks.
Yeah, I wouldn't say 4-2 is probably the toughest stage, even over Room 5.
Room 5, if you can nail the timing, it's a little bit better, but it seems like 4-2 is a little bit more, I won't say random, but it seems like the clearances are a little tighter.
Yeah, and you don't have anyone creeping up behind you in these rooms like you do in 4-2.
Yep.
Yeah, some of these jumps are just ridiculous. You got to take out these enemies, and you know you're going to go to the other game.
Oh, Bacon doing a little.
There
Oh,
by Bacon.
yep.
Field action. Very smart. Oh, I'm watching the Twitch feed, and
You
not
you
the
gotta watch the Discord feed, my friend.
This is what happens when I take a shot. Oh my god.
Booster's about as lagged as the stream is.
All right, now I'm back.
All right, you can see stuff in real time now, or close to real time.
Bacon not at all using a shield, and not at all on that last level. He's on the final level here. And so you have all these doors that will lead you to a random area within this level. And so if you know the sequence of doors to get, it's pretty easy to get there. But there's a lot of wrong ways, and you know, to pick up extra items and things like that.
A
But
blind
Bacon
runner
knows the
would
way to go.
not be very happy with this stage.
Oh, when I played this the first time blind, Bacon was on my stream, and all he said was just, "Good luck with this one." And that was it.
It's always fun when you've got the top tier runners that come in and they're just like, "Oh, you're doing this? Enjoy."
And there's a glitch here too. I believe you can clip through one of the ceilings, and I think he even said, "I don't know how to beat this stage without the clip, so good luck." So, yep, there he goes. He got it right there, and he's through the ceiling, and he's gonna make his way to the final boss.
Come on. Nope. All right.
Cypherin's trying to do.
Cypherin worked.
Yep, there we go.
Yep, decided to do it the dev intended way. These clips can be tough.
Something here.
This is
Oh, wait, I
a
don't need it. I don't
tough
need
fight if you don't know the timing as
it.
well.
Hold
But do a few jump shurikens and finish this boss off. Cypherin back to Godzilla. He's got plenty of lives this time. Can use a mission and he should be able to get through this guy. Oh, he's using the shield. Oh, he's got the POW. I see why.
on. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, this boss is very metal.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Turn that boss up to 11.
There we go. Oh, and that's a GG for Revenge of Shinobi.
All right. So once Bacon pulls that one out of the randomizer, then it's just a matter of getting through the last bit of Shadow Dancer, which gets significantly easier when you're not swapping in and out.
This is Bacon's race to lose at this moment.
Yep.
Cypherin on his way to Mechagodzilla. This is fantastic. He just got done fighting the Revenge of Shinobi Godzilla boss, and now he is about to fight the Mechagodzilla in Shinobi 3.
I would like a heart.
Yep, so Bacon trying to just jump out of the way and let these red guys roll away.
Yeah, don't even deal with them. Oh, come on inside.
Oh man, this room is so much easier when they're at swapping in and out.
Yep. You don't have to try to keep track of where all the enemies were whenever it's shuffled away.
Yep.
And we got Mechagodzilla. He's going to want to use his shield here so he can hang on to his POW. Makes this fight significantly easier. Essentially, for the strat, I don't know if Cypher knows this, but you want to stand on his right hand because the Godzilla won't move in a direction you don't want him to move in, and you can stay on his hand. I believe it was
Still doing a lot of damage there, pounding that Mechagodzilla. Oh, Bacon got juggled. Bacon's like, hey, can I get all the red ninjas, please?
Ooh. You still got plenty of lives here. You can finish this off. And Cypher on to traps. Whew. Let's see how he likes the shuffled traps. This is never any fun.
Sprite limit? What's that? Says Zetox. Yes. All right, now we got the. Yep, we got that room 5 here. With no ninjutsu. Oh, no, had the ninjutsu.
Oh, right at the end here. Perfect timing. And on to the final boss of the final game of the Shinobi Shuffler. 3 phases here. You should be able to take him out in 3 phases. Let's see how it goes.
Ninja on the crapper. And this second guy will roll. You could just jump right over him. There you go.
See ya.
Dang it.
All right, watching Cypherin here. Fighting through this here.
Cypherin there. I didn't see it, but he started trapped sober again, so I'm guessing he took a death somewhere. And that mayhem. Oh, Bacon. Well, lots of enemy spawns here. This is what we're talking about with the quick spawns on the final boss. Can he get the hit?
Got it.
One. Oh,
yep.
He would get the second one. Nicely done.
Oh, I thought Cypherin almost walked off that platform there. Oh my gosh.
Kidding.
It's like there's one sprite below, or a couple sprites below the main portion of the platform. Yep, you got to get those overlaps there, because otherwise you end up with a whole bunch of oh. Otherwise you end up with that fun. And Cypherin taking the hit, unfortunately, falling off the platform there.
This is not easy stuff here.
Yeah, it just goes to show you that even with not having the shuffling going on and knowing the pattern, the game still control you.
Oh, I don't like this.
Oh, Cypherin just barely missing that grenade. Such a control point. Oh my god, get through this. Oh, and then it shuffles back. Oh, and then back again. This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Oh, right by the exit. Get through there.
Yes.
Oh man. All right, Cypherin, on to the last level of Revenge of Shinobi.
You gotta remember what to do here.
He'll have to deal with traps over there in Shinobi 3, though. Bacon through the first cycle of Shadow Dancer. If he can get decent spawns from this boss, he should be able to finish it off. But again, the boss controls it all.
Oh, that was a fast spawn. This is going to be fun.
Oh! Cypherin taking a dive kick right off the stage there. Right out of the platform.
Okay.
There we go. Bacon just having to wait a little bit to deal with that Shadow Ninja.
No,
that was a very smart move. You know, just played it patient. Knew that the ninja was just going to do the duck walk over. Could take his time.
Yep.
Oh man, yeah, that's what I do now.
Oh geez, wow! Another early spawn.
Quick spawn. Oh, magic. Very nicely done.
2 quick spawns back to back, though. Oh my gosh.
Oh, we cannot die here.
Oh, come on.
Careful that fire. There
Oh.
it is. There is the GG.
There it is.
The Shinobi Shuffler is complete with BaconOmelette. Today's SegaCrew champion. He earns the Friday belt.
Today's special, yes, is BaconOmelette.
We're giving out belts every day. Bacon gets the Friday belt. Nicely done. And we get
Excellent.
this amazing end song as well. That's another thing that all the Shinobi games have in common, is the final credits track is so bangy, so unbelievably good. Shuffler world record. That's right. You saw it here first. Cypherin going also for that clip as well. Let me get to the final boss here. Looks like he's trying to go for a different setup than what Bacon did.
I can't do this.
Even though it's taken him quite a few times, it's definitely still worth it.
All right,
Go
sounds like
for
Bacon's
this.
going to join us here.
Oh, perfect. Bacon, jump on in. We could actually get some real commentary instead of just me farting on the microphone the whole time.
Holy crap.
And well, GG, Bacon. Holy cow, indeed.
Nicely done.
That was
That
only a little bit stressful.
that 4-1 on Shadow Dancer. Oh
Ugh.
man, I think we were all just rooting for you in chat. It's just like, please, Lord, help this guy
Yeah,
through that.
level 4 is really rough for me. Right now, Cypherin's trying to do the maze skip here. He's never actually done it before. I was teaching him right before we went live here, so...
He almost had it right there. I haven't seen this setup.
He just needed the crouch.
Do you do a different setup for this clip? It looked like you either
no.
did it quick or...
No, it's... I only know of one way to do it, but...
Okay. Explain the what he's trying to do here.
So what he's trying to do is he's trying to do a double jump as soon as he lands on the platform, and it puts him in a weird state where he can have his crouch animation during a jump, and then from that animation you do another jump, and it ejects him through. Oh, he was so... I don't even know how he didn't get it there.
Yeah, you can see the animation when he has it, and he just... Oh, has to just get through...
I really hope he gets it. It'll be pretty cool to see.
Yeah,
I can't imagine doing this maze with the shuffler on. Oh.
No kidding, right? Yeah, I was telling
what does he have left?
He still has Revenge, and he's on the first stage of Traps.
Oh,
on the auto-scroller, which has been troublesome, to say the least. Oh, he got it. There we go.
He got it. His first time doing that.
Excellent.
Just learned it today.
Ceiling.
Yeah, those traps rocks are really rough with the shuffler.
Yeah, I remember the first time I played Revenge and got to the maze in level, and all Bacon said was, I don't know how you're supposed to do this without the clip. Good luck. And that was it. Like, oh God, what am I doing here?
We're back to metal.
Jeez.
Right.
Metal!
Gotta have a kabuki.
Like Sega keep being
mandatory
cool.
kabuki.
Ooh. Hopefully he can get the boss here. I don't know how to do this boss without POW and a shield.
It just takes a little bit longer, but that's one thing with Cypherin is he's played these games for so long. He knows the old G strats.
Oh yeah.
We used to talk about in the schoolyard, and I'm sure you can beat this guy normally.
Wow.
Ooh. Yeah, it's 2 hits with that hair with that amount of life.
That's very tough.
Hopefully he starts throwing some missions in and doing some damage. I was abusing the heck out of that because you get your health back when you use a mission. I was just like, well, I'm about to die. Let's just use this. I don't care if I hit anything.
It's a smart strat.
No,
you're not going to get that health back.
The slow throw. Dang, wow, that was 2 hits.
And then you're going through these lives anyway when make him
extra health.
And if he dies here on this boss and uses a continue, he's going to have to start the maze level over and try to get the skip.
Mm-hmm.
So Bacon, I noticed you were being extremely careful in some of those sections, just trying to avoid getting any points there to avoid all the swaps in some of those tougher sections.
Yep. Yeah, especially the traps rocks there. That's a skill.
Pacifist traps.
Pacifist on that is insane.
That was insane. Yeah, I've only seen Cure do that.
Yeah, shoutouts to Cure for being one of the only people to do a pacifist run at a decent speed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. And just some of those jumps too, where you're having to, stand right next to the enemy on the rock, and your toes on pixel.
Yep.
And,
oh my god.
Yeah, I seen chat was just like scared.
Well, and then you
Yeah.
got the flying ninjas.
One
and,
chance
ugh,
at this.
man,
Mm-hmm.
that's so rough. Come on, Sai, you got this.
Might as well go for broke.
Well, if anyone can do it, it's Sai. I remember when I was learning Shinobi for Master System, and he and I were playing it on Discord, and I was like, no, there's no way you can beat the final boss without all the power ups. And he gets there, and he's just like, boom, he's able to do it.
Ooh,
There
Wow.
we go.
the reflexes on that. Just knew he wasn't gonna make it.
Hmm. Come on, Sai. The timing on getting that double jump to avoid the hair is very tough.
And the speed of the hair changes, so you don't know what it's gonna do.
I have a life here. Oh, it's a shield. Okay, you did a shield.
Not only
know
am I the president for Hair Club for Kabuki, I'm also a client.
I know in Shinobi 3 you can Minjin without life and literally kill yourself. Can you do that for Revenge of Shinobi as well?
I'm not sure if you can. Oh, I hope he does it.
Man.
Oh,
I don't know how to avoid that.
That is tough.
ooh.
But where does it put me?
Princess
gonna
got
put me all
crushed
the way
back
back
there
at the
too. It's
beginning.
just all bad there.
Oh man, yep.
Mm.
Back to
Yeah,
the
there's a
very
good-
start.
There's a good ending and a bad ending
Mhm.
to this game, and if you don't
Ugh.
beat the final boss,
Forgot about rocks.
Right on swap number 999.
Oh, that's a new PB for swaps for me too.
All right, 7-4. Yeah, that was a good amount. There quite a while. You had such a low number. I think you beat Shinobi 3 through only like 300 swaps. It was insane.
Yeah, it definitely pays to speedrun that game. Cypherin got the Shadow Dancer experience. I have the Shinobi 3 experience. And then
No.
Revenge of Shinobi is just a toss-up.
Cypherin is very skilled at all these games. I'm really surprised he hasn't run Shinobi 3 yet. But I do think that gives you a slight advantage. Shinobi 3 is twice as long as either of the two other games. So
Yeah, definitely the longer game of the three. Pays to know a little bit more about that one for sure for this.
Mhm.
Yeah, even just being an outsider watching this and trying to keep track of it, I can't even imagine holding the controller and tracking all of these things.
It's like that where you shuffle back and
Yeah.
you have no idea you're going to come back to a rock like that with a tiny platform.
Oof.
And that's a continue there.
Yeah, Traps Rocks is no joke with this.
I think he's
Shuffler.
down on his. I think he has one more continue on each
Ooh.
game, and
Oh.
Tried to
That's it.
land a little bit on the edge there.
glad that platform was there. Oh,
They're so stressful just watching this.
it is. And this is exactly why Bacon, even though he died, a handful of times trying to go pacifist on this level, that's exactly why you'd want to go. It's just not having to shuffle back and forth on this stage.
Yeah. My goal is to just burn through Shinobi 3 as fast as possible, just so I only have to shuffle between two games.
That's wise, because even though 4-1 and 4-2 were brutal, by the time you got to World 5 on Shadow Dancer, that was the only game you had left, and you could just play it normally.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, there we go.
I read Shanna's comment, and she talked about taking the edge off the nail biter, and I said taking the edge off the nail polish. I was like, "Wow, you guys are drinking the hard stuff."
No kidding. That's way too high a proof of alcohol. It's very wise to use the shield through this section. It is very tough. So Bacon, I've never known the exact amount
I
of
got squeezed out.
pixels
It
you
was
have,
like,
but
I went
how
under
many
there
pixels
and,
before the bottom
almost as if
platform
I'd stood up,
finally,
Just
vaporizes on the
push
bottom
to
of
the
the
left.
screen in Shinobi 3.
About
No. Yeah.
the length of his body, you're about good.
That was
Anything
a great
past
example
that.
right there. I think it got right up to his forehead, and he
Yeah.
was able to jump out of there.
Oh,
Oh,
The dive kick
Those jump
is so
kicks.
mean on this
You love
level.
them, and then you hate them with the shuffler.
You're playing these games and you're kind of training yourself with these shufflers that crouching and shooting is a good thing because it's usually a defensive state. You can dodge some things like that, but once you get to traps here, if you're crouching and attacking, and then it all of a sudden turns to Shinobi 3 on the rocks here, you'll get that dive kick, and
Just
there's
jump
no
right to that
controlling it from there.
platform. Yeah.
Shinobi on the rocks. It's a high proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, Z-Tox, you're right. Beating every one of these games without a shuffler is very hard. And you and Cypherin are playing this on expert, so the health bar is half the length it normally is, like on a normal run, and you have less continues and lives.
Yeah. For Shinobi 3, we're playing on expert. Revenge of Shinobi, we're on the easiest just to have those lives, just because we're so unfamiliar with the game.
Yeah.
It certainly helps to have them.
I think anyone even playing casual should play Revenge on easy, at least the first time.
Oh yeah, those extra lives is real handy.
Oh, this section that he's on. Oof. He's so intense.
It definitely wants to get that ninjutsu pickup here on the. Oh, he's skipping it this time around. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say it's really handy to have that second ninjutsu. I'm really excited to look back at the VOD for this because,
Oh, it was wild. It's a crazy time. There was some of the just some of the sections the trouble you guys get into, and then it compound when it shuffles onto another game.
Oh.
You get in trouble in that game, and you're going back and forth, and eventually some red ninja takes you out, or you fall, and she's like, "Oh my god, how long can you keep that up?" Oh, yeah. Sometimes that double jump doesn't want to work.
as far as I know, Cypher and I are the only two people that have actually beaten the shuffler.
Any shuffler or this specific
This
shuffler?
specific one.
This specific one. I do like how it helps with the boss fight, since you can actually fight a boss. When I did the shuffler, I was doing the Master System Shinobi as well, and realized that it was absolutely impossible with that shuffler, because there's a couple of boss fights that, if you die on and you don't have the power up, you're not beating. And it's nice to know with this shuffler, once you get to the boss, you can actually face them and not worry about getting shuffled away.
Yeah. Any break you can get from it swapping is just a relief. Like those sections in Shadow Dancer with the bonus run where you're falling down, it's like, oh,
I love
take
when
a breather.
you get on them the beer levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a drink.
Yeah. Oh, then the bad thing is you get too complacent with it, and then you forget where you are in a different game because you're just sitting around on that screen.
I was gonna even land there. Well, I was trying to do my
Just sitting around.
double jump kunai throw.
That Mega Man, so lewd, so awesome.
$24
Oh man, that's amazing.
24 months. Yep.
Yeah, SegaThon was our very first event 2 years ago. I think we started it on a Saturday night and it went to early Sunday. I mean, we barely had any content, and it's great to see 2 years later.
Oh, I don't remember.
I wish we scheduled more days to
Please don't
somehow
look
squeeze
too loud.
more time into this. It's just so awesome on a real treat to see how big we've grown. We jamming.
I was wondering where my alert went. It was too far down.
Buried. Oh, this boss without the POW is just so long.
Oh my gosh, Paul, pulling out the old one there.
Oh my goodness. I gotta see this.
Booster played X-Men too.
Yeah, stop.
It took me like an hour and 5 minutes. It was bad.
Oh, that was the one I was
It's a
high as a
crazy
kite while
game.
doing Golden Axe.
It was. Oh my goodness, look at this. I love it. Oh yeah, Wolverine Adamantium Range. Faust was learning that game back then. And he's the world record holder and
Ooh,
doing big things with it.
loose.
Hilarious. Castlevania Relay Race. I remember us trying to do a relay race. That was insane. What were we thinking? We were thinking each person would play a different stage, so it'd be like passing the baton, but just coordinating it was a nightmare. We were ambitious, to say the least. Oh yeah, Naya Khan, he was playing Master System, and we got a big TMR, the Mexican Runner raid. It was like 700 viewer raid that we got.
Dang, no diggity.
I'm doing that in honor of Cypherin. Cypherin is still just absolutely rocking this.
Yeah,
No diggity.
he's making his way through traps here. He's gonna actually play the level, not like the cheater, the other guy racing. That guy cheated and skipped the level.
Huge.
Who is that guy? Bacon something?
Yeah, some nobody.
Some jerk.
Don't worry about him.
Hopefully this will carry us through.
So what are you working on these days, Bacon? What are you running?
I've been practicing this. I still have a plan to do a damageless Shinobi 3 run at some point.
Oh
I think
my
that's
god.
gonna be
you're
the next
kidding.
Oh, I need that
thing on the
box.
to-do list.
Oh my god. Why? That sounds
Someone's gotta do
so
it.
difficult. No one needs to do that.
Hey, if they
already
can do it for
proven.
Ninja Gaiden NES, I can do it for this.
Who
So
can
you
run
gotta
the
do a low
speed?
percent then too.
Yeah.
If you're doing Ninja Gaiden, that means no ninjutsu. Low
Oh,
percent
gosh.
rush. I want to see that.
No, don't get hit by the
Hello,
box.
hello.
Okay, we're
Oh,
fine.
there's
Cypherin.
Cypherin.
I don't know if it's gonna give an echo or anything. I was checking in because I know we're hitting the 2-hour mark. Did y'all want
What?
to
Check in.
going or
Grim?
Yeah,
Somewhere in that?
I
No,
know
I'm going
Grim was
over.
running a little
Oops.
bit behind. Let's see if he
Oh,
shows
it's-
up here in chat and see what
I saw
he is
Grim.
running.
I did see Grim pop in chat.
Commentary.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Give
I'll
it a
keep
moment.
going otherwise.
It's gonna cause
Even though
issues.
the game's being cruel, but I'll keep going.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello?
I haven't seen him pop up in his. Oh,
Oh.
he,
I don't know
he
if it's
said I
gonna
should be
give an
ready.
Should be
echo or
ready.
anything.
Okay.
I was checking.
Well, then,
in because
so
we're hitting the
I'm
2-hour
gonna
mark.
I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
here. Cypherin. I'm gonna mute your game audio here, but you're still in Discord.
Oh, hold on, Cypher. And he says 3 minutes, so go ahead, keep playing.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
But even so,
perfect.
again, just to say, I'm just so impressed. You've been busting through this so well, and this is a ridiculously challenging thing to do. And again, just seeing some of those unfortunate swaps that happen at just the worst possible times.
Yeah. Is Cypher going for the skip on Shinobi 3 there?
Which skip? I've seen Bacon do it. I don't know how to do. I'd say 90% of the speedrun strats on here, but it is on my list to learn.
I get trapped in there. I can't get out of the once I fall into the floor. I can't get out of there. I try to jump kick, do all that stuff, but I can't access the boss room.
Oh wait, you said Revenge of Shinobi. I thought you said Shinobi, like Shinobi.
I did,
3.
yeah, Shinobi 3. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you can get trapped in that the skip that's on the level I'm on now in Shinobi 3?
Yeah, there's on your jump ninjutsu, you can do a clip into the ceiling, and then when you walk over to a certain spot, you fall into the floor. And I think after a few jump kicks or something like that, you can access the boss room. But I've only been able to soft lock myself into there, so I don't
Yeah,
know how
so
to do
what
it.
you gotta do is you move yourself to the right of the screen, and then as soon as he starts falling, you just do a dive kick to the right, and
Oh, as soon as he starts falling.
yeah, you skip the death plane, and it just pushes him forward and forward and forward until it hits a
Ah,
checkpoint that
so
triggers the next
obviously,
area.
yeah, I'm just falling straight down. That's exactly my problem. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen Bacon do a skip there, but like I didn't pay attention enough to know exactly how it's
I've
done.
I've been so out of the Shinobi 3 world. I really need to get back in. There is now a skip. It links the two clips that you do in the final level. The
Uh-huh.
first skip where you skip the elevator in Shinobi 3 and then you fall out of the ceiling, you get the ninjutsu, do a couple more platforms, you use the electrical shield and then clip back into the ceiling. Bacon bypassed all that. You did the jump ninjutsu, I guess, to get into a higher plane or something, and you
yeah,
just skip.
that's a mixture of well, it's the kunai-less route that I did there. It's just safer for the shuffler. I have less stuff to
Ah,
deal with.
well, I'm all about the safe stuff. I
Yeah,
don't go
yeah.
for any of the speeds, so that's
Yeah, that
amazing. That's
one
fantastic.
clip is it's newer actually. It's only like I don't know, maybe a month old. There's a
Yeah,
new
I've
ceiling clip
never
you can
seen
do
it.
in kunai-less, which normally you couldn't do a ceiling clip in kunai-less.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have the because you need the kunai throwing animation to
Yeah.
be able to clip into it. So, oh man, that's very cool. Yeah, and I know we've mentioned it many times
Oh,
before, but the Shinobi community is top notch. It's amazing. No matter the Shinobi game, I just linked the Shinobi Discord. If you're
Ooh.
interested in any of these games, or just want some information, the Shinobi Discord people over there are fantastic. They're always doing something, running, giving tips, helping each other out. It's a very cool community to be into.
Yeah, we're a really small but friendly community, but we've started to do Shinobi 3 monthly races. Been
That's so
a
cool.
new and exciting thing. Our next
Oh,
one's next week.
that came quick again. Who won the last month's race? I didn't check out the VOD.
Kier won it.
Oh, there we go.
All right, looks
See,
looks like
final, final
Grimshins
match.
is ready to go.
all
Okay.
right.
Well, Bacon, Cypherin, thank you so much. Oh my God, 2 hours of mayhem.
Like Sega
Thank
as
you for
being
bringing that to us because
cool.
that was wild. And
Yes.
no diggity, thanks for the tech side and the commentary. Everyone, all the viewers, you guys are amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
And
thanks for having us.
all right. Well, Grim, you said you're ready for handoff whenever, so I'm going to count it down